Good morning, folks. My name's Rachel Nabude. Today, I'm going to be discussing a topic around the relationship between rocks and love. This topic is based on a Luganda proverb called Akwagala, akuzimbya, lwazi. Translated to English, this proverb says, "One who loves you makes you build on a rock." A rock is a permanent, hard-wearing natural resource that will never totally dissolve in its environment. When put through hardship, it changes its form into pebbles, stones, sand, and mere dust, but maintains its composition and purpose. When in its finest form as rock dust, rocks can never be used for baking bread. Its purpose and usefulness remains in construction. Its broken down forms have different uses in constructing a strong foundation. On its own, sand, a key construction material, cannot make a solid, strong foundation. It requires another material, substances, and effort to bind the crystals together before it can make a concrete base. Without the binder and effort to thoroughly mix the sand, cement, and water, the sand remains strongly weak. Anything built on a sand base without its binder can only stand for a short time before it is washed away by the smallest of waves. How does a rock and love relate in this context? It is not normal to associate love with hardship. When you think about love, you imagine flashing, soft images of intimacy, beautiful, vibrant flowers under the sun. You imagine walking hand in hand with a loved one on a sandy beach. It is hard to imagine love with hard-wearing materials, walking hand in hand, maybe climbing a rocky mountain in a desert with tears mixed with sweat hanging together over a cliff. But isn't it a paradox that love should be hard-wearing no matter the season of life? For through hardship, love is taught and lived out in good times. Likewise, in whatever form a rock remains unchanged in purpose and usage, so it is with love. In whatever form of application, love has one purpose: to bring out the best in both the giver and the receiver. Whereas fluffy love teaches trust and acceptance, tough love cements lifetime perseverance characteristics in the recipient. These hard-wearing characteristics are beneficial to the lover, to the learner when faced with tough challenges. As such, a soldier on a battleground will be thankful for the many hours of hardship during their training. A commander, however, who wants to waste a soldier on the battlefield will not harass the soldier during training, leaving him at risk of making mistakes in the thick and thin on the front line. Similarly, a student who knows all the answers in an exam room would never regret their hard work during revision. They will be thankful to the teacher who equipped them with all they needed to pass that exam. Stern treatment, therefore, from a loved one with intention to improve your output may come at a cost of your emotions, but should never be despised. Their words of wisdom will deter you from danger. Whereas a storm would wash away a strong construction sitting on a sandy base, the same storm would smoothen and deepen its tracks in a solid rock. In fact, when water touches a mixture of cemented sand and rock, it solidifies even the more. Likewise, purposeful hardship will teach you how to turn life challenges into opportunities. Each life storms will solidify you into greatness. We have heard of many who suffered misfortune during their childhood, but instead of failing, they went on to become successful entrepreneurs, in a way changing their form like a rock but maintaining their purpose and usefulness in the experience God has given them. Akwagala, akuzimbya, lwazi. One who loves you makes you build on a rock. Yes, it might be hard to get your act together, and it might even take you years to get there, but do not give up at the first sign of failure. When a child is learning to walk, they repeatedly fall. A good parent will pick them up and let them try again. When malaria hits them, the parent will block their nose, stopping them from breathing for a while until they have forced that bitter herbs down their throat. It sounds gruesome, I know, and the child may kick and weep, but only to bounce with joy when the fever is broken. For the process of building on a rock brings about many falls, scrapes, and tears and mistakes. But again, do not give up. Get the right tools and stay focused on your underlying vision, your purpose, your destiny. In a relationship setting, a spouse who treats you harshly so you can develop loves you more than the one who cushions your head so they can satisfy themselves on your flesh and reputation. The tough love type of a spouse is the kind who would fetch their own from destructive situations, like a parent forcing bitter medicine in the mouth of their toddler. Not because the child is stupid, but because they don't know better at the time. The same will not leave you on your vices when going gets tough. If they allow you to make grave mistakes and cannot lift a finger of their ability to warn you about risks, it is a clear sign that they are willing to waste you on the battleground. They're the type who will see you build on a sinking sand and say they can't tell you off because they're afraid of upsetting you. Well, the truth be told, they want you to die happy with your unfulfilled goals. Lord have mercy. On the other hand, the one who allows you to walk ahead of them and call you to caution is to be prized. But to complete the game, paying attention to teaching and applying its lessons is the prize. Be therefore thankful when someone puts you through hardship for your greatness. It doesn't matter if they don't love you. What is most important is that you attend their classes and graduate from each one of them with honors of your destined greatness. The best time to pay attention is when you go through hardship. Your enemy prepares you for harvest, because all meaningful praise will begin in the valley when you are fighting for survival. Jesus said, "A man who hears my word and does as I say is like a man that built a house and dug deep and laid a foundation on a rock. And when the flood arose and the stream beat vehemently upon that house, it could not shake it, for it was founded upon a rock." That is found in Luke chapter 6, verse 48. Akwagala, akuzimbya, lwazi. The one who loves you will make you build on the rock. Amen.